Hi, this is Charlie giving you Wednesday's update. I hope you're very well. What we're going to do today is just keep this video quite short. And what I want to talk about is actually account sizes. Because quite often I hear traders say, oh, I've got, for argument's sake, £1,500 in my account. So let's say they've got £1,500 in their account. And they'll say, right, okay, well, I've got more money, more funds to put into my account, and once I've grown that 1,500 to, let's say, 2,500, then I'm going to add another 2,500 to that, and then I'll make 5,000. So I want to prove to myself first that that I can do it, sort of thing. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I hear this all of the time. There is a slight problem with it. There's nothing wrong with it, but there can be a problem with it. Because sometimes a trader wants to prove to themselves that they can do it, so to speak. If I can stay disciplined and I can trade steadily and get to that level, then I've earned the right to increase the account. And that is a fair and valid point. However, there's something called a mindset that can get in the way. And quite often, those same sorts of individuals, they can trade away quite well for a while, and their account can be drifting up quite nicely, and then all of a sudden in one day or a couple of days they can go and have a bit of a shocker, because effectively what's happening is they're trading at such small amounts that they get a little bit bored, and so they can be trading really well for a while, get a bit bored, maybe overgear a little bit, try one or two trades. It's never usually anything too major, and they give back those profits, and then what happens is they just carry on with this sort of sideways pattern of taking a long time to make the gains, quick losses because they've gone through a really good discipline phase, and then give it all back in a fairly short space of time, then discipline again, get bored again, because the money's doesn't mean enough. The money doesn't mean enough at that level, you see. And so the idea, in principle, is good. The idea of saying I want to earn the right to then be able to increase the amounts. The problem is that if it's too insignificant for your subconscious doesn't care about the money enough. And so what happens is they end up giving it back and then having to then go off again, and they're not getting it. And it's taken them so long to get to that point where they actually fund the account to an increased amount. So my advice is, if you're in that boat and you're saying, well, I want to earn the right to be able to increase the amounts, of course there's got to be something you need to be doing right in order to do it. If your trading is really erratic and you're just losing money, then there's no point adding more money in. But if you're generally there or thereabouts with, maybe your account's going sideways, but you have these little boredom phases, you could be a prime candidate for actually increasing your account balance, because it will make you respect the money better, and you'll trade better on the back of it because you'll respect the money rather than getting bored because you're trading at pennies and making a few pounds here and there on your trades, which is appropriate for the small size of account, but it's almost too small, and so you don't respect the money. So my advice this week is, if you are trading on an account which is small and you've been looking to fund it a little bit more, well, certainly have a look at that, because you may be actually limiting yourself by saying I need to prove to myself first, because your subconscious is saying, well, I don't care about this amount of money. So there you go, 4-minute video today, and see you on Friday morning.